You and I had literally the same idea.
Oh my god, you logged me out of Twitch because I changed my goddamn password. Holy fucking shit.
My phone does not show up.
Good to go, bud. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. So.
We did it.
I can pull it.
Alright, so there's Twitter, and then... Yeah, I'll let you do all your stuff.
Hacking where? Do you still need all the TCG stuff opened? Okay. Okay, we are live. Sorry about all that, everyone. We've been having a little bit of technical issues today, so I'm running a little bit late. I super apologize for that, but I am live now. I'm going to be your host today. I go by Richie T or Richard T. You can find me at Twitter at RichardTMTG if you want to check me out here. That'd be awesome. Feel free to tweet at me. Hit me with a DM, whatever you want. I love talking Magic, or just if you need someone. So today we're going to be playing a deck that I brewed with quite a while ago, but I haven't gotten to the chance to test yet, and I've really wanted to. And that is Vanifar Pod. So Basically, anyone who's been playing Modern for a long time remembers the deck Birthing Pod. This is essentially Wizards' chance to, like, get those players back into Modern, have them start loving the format again, and hopefully get them, you know, back. So I'm going to do a little bit of reorganizing here to try to make this a little bit easier when I go to explain everything. Obviously, you know, like highlight cards and whatnot as we go, but and then this needs to go here. Alrighty. So if anybody remembers the deck Kiki-Jiki in Modern, it's very similar to that, except I like to refer to this as Kiki-Jiki with a nut draw. So we are a value-based combo deck essentially. So we have our mana ramp between Noble Hierarch, Birds, Wall of Roots, which is actually bugged on Moto, so hopefully that won't be an issue for us. Then we got like our value creatures like Voice, Gaddock Teague, a couple toolboxes because of Chord and Eldritch Evolution. But the big innovation to this card is this new card from Ravnica Allegiance, Prime Speaker Vanifar. So if anybody remembers Birthing Pod, she's actually the exact same ability as Birthing Pod, except on a creature. So you can sack a creature, and then search for something that costs one more, and put it onto the battlefield for free. Well, there's some pretty nutty combos we can get to, and starting as low as just having one mana dork in play. So I'm going to explain the basic chain, and then as we play, we'll see a lot more chains and a lot more combos, and really just how this deck ticks as we play it more, because it's really hard to describe everything. But say we start the turn with an unsummoning sick Vanifar and a Noble Hierarch. We use Vanifar on the Noble, and then we go get this card called Scrib Rangers. So we use Scrib Rangers' ability, return a forest to our hand, untap Vanifar. We then sack the Scrib Ranger to Vanifar to get a Renegade Rallier. Renegade Rallier's Revolt triggers, so we go get back Scrib Ranger from our graveyard. Use Scrib Ranger again, untap Vanifar. Then we pot away the Scrib Ranger again, and we go get a Deceiver Exarch. So Deceiver Exarch can then untap our Prime Speaker Vanifar. We can then pot away our Renegade Rallier into Restoration Angel, which Restoration Angel will then blink our Deceiver Exarch, which we will use to untap our Vanifar again, which will allow us to pot away our Resto into Kiki-Jiki, which we will then use Kiki-Jiki to make infinite Deceiver Exarchs and kill our opponent. That's our biggest game plan, but outside of that, we're just a really good value engine. So that's why we have, like, Voice of Resurgence, because it's great with Eldritch Evolution. We have a Gaddock Teague for the combo/Tron matchups, any of the big mana decks, really. Scavenging Ooze for graveyard/aggro. Our combo pieces are still value. Like, Renegade Rallier can get back anything value. Deceiver Exarch can be a combat trick. There's a ton of ETBs because of how Vanifar works. So, we can always Resto or Kiki them. So, I added the Vendilion Clique based off someone recommending it to me, and I really like the idea. We are only a Bant deck, so we actually have no way to cast Kiki-Jiki outside of, like, 3 Birds of Paradises, so we need a way to get rid of it in our hand. My initial thought was Jace the Mind Sculptor, as Brainstorm is a very powerful effect, and it's the best way to really tuck a creature into your yard. But we don't have any way to really tutor out Jace, so someone recommended Vendilion Clique, and I really like this idea of just being able to, like, use it as a value card, but if we ever draw the Kiki, we can always tuck our Kiki back into our deck with Vendilion Clique. I still left the Jaces in to test. We'll see how they are. If they're not bad, or if they're not that good, we can add back in the other Noble, which is what I cut for the Vendilion Clique, or we could potentially add in some more value, or even a couple other combo routes that you'll see in some other lists. I have one Eternal Witness. I could see also going up to a second one of this if Jace turns out not to be needed. This card is just really good at getting back anything in our deck. Like, it gets back anything, so it can get back removal, it can get back a Chord, and it also adds a second combo into our deck that I do have, which many Kiki Chord players would recognize, which is use Chord of Calling to go get Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness then picks up your Chord of Calling. On the next turn, You use Court of Calling because of the Eternal Witness to get a Restoration Angel, which will then blink your Eternal Witness, getting back Cord again, allowing you to Cord for Kiki on your turn, and then you can Kiki Resto to make infinite angels. Outside of that, we have a 1-of Kitchen Finks, which I've been seeing a lot more copies of in people's decks because of Eldritch Evolution, and it's definitely a possibility I could see wanting to play some more Kitchen Finks, because it's a good value creature for against the aggro and mid-range matchups, while also just being a really good sack outlet since it persists. So it gives you 2 Vanifars if you need it for just the value plan, or it can give you a persistent body to Cord with after using it on Eldritch Evolution. A Knight of Artem for those pesty artifacts and enchantments. I'm playing a couple paths, which a lot of lists aren't playing any removal in the main, and I think that's kind of a mistake. Like, you are still a value deck, and so I really think you want to have some number of removal spells. I have considered moving the Deputy of Detention from the board into the main over a path, and then having the third path either in the board, or maybe having like a Fiend Hunter, or some other kind of effect like that. But for right now, I think I'm going to rock the 3 paths, as it's just the best and most efficient removal spell. So that's about it for the main deck. Moving on to the sideboard. My basic plan with the sideboard was 2 copies of a solid effect on most cards. Oh, I gotta go get that Stony Silence back because I accidentally deleted it. Lol. So yeah, my basic idea was to try to have 2 copies of a potent effect, and then 1 creature form of it, that way we have ways to tutor it out. So like, Stony Silence is nuts against the artifact decks, but you can't tutor it, so we have a 1-of Kitaki. In the same sense, we're running 2 Rest in Peace, because it's the best graveyard hate, and then we're also running a Remorseful Cleric, as it's a exile all graveyard effect on a body. Moving on to effects like that, we have 2 Damping Spheres, because they are good against the Tron matchups, but also help against combo, such as like Storm or Ad Nauseam. And then we also have an Eidolon of Rhetoric to hit that same slot for against the combo decks. We have the 1-of, and then these are just kind of like other effects. Some branch off the main deck, others branch off weaknesses I think the deck might have, such as Deputy of Detention is a branch off Path. It's the creature version of Path. I think it's the best one. It can also tag things like Planeswalkers or Cranioplatings. Tireless Tracker is for when we need to be on more of a value plan. It lets you draw a lot of cards based off your land drops, and can also be used with Eternal Witness to get back another land to help produce more clues. Shalai is great against the mid-range and control. Shalai is arguably a card I could see fitting in the main deck if we decide Jace or some of our other value pieces aren't that great. She's very good against most decks. Against aggro, she gives you hexproof, and all your other creatures hexproof, so it will be hard for them to get through them. Against mid-range and control, she gives your guys hexproof, but she also is just an Anthem effect for 6 mana, which is really good on your fair game plan. Glenalendra gives us a little bit of counter magic in the sideboard for against the control decks. Thragtusk is great against aggro and mid-range as it's life gain and also 2 bodies. And then I have a Linvala in the board for other creature decks that try to use abilities, such as if we face a mirror match, maybe we run into some elves, for example. That's when Linvala can really shine. So I think that's about all to talk about for the deck. This deck does a lot more showing off what the deck can actually do when you're playing it, and there's a lot of interesting decision points, so I say we should get to it. How is everyone in chat doing today? I'm going to join a league with... the deck goes by Vanifar Pod or Prime Speaker Pod. I think Prime Speaker Pod has a little bit more of a ring to it, personally, but I could see it being called either way. So, a lot of versions you see online are splashing red in the mana base, so Kiki-Jiki's castable. Plus, it gives you access to cards like Is It Staticaster or Fulminator Mage, which I think is a possibility. I just decided I felt that I would rather conserve my mana base and my life total a little bit, such as like giving us access to a second island. But I do think the second island can probably get cut if we decide Jace isn't worth it. So the second island could maybe be a Gavany Township, or maybe even just like a 9th fetch. I could possibly see. I don't think we need fulls on our Shocklands at all. We do need to prioritize green mana, though, because of Scrib Ranger. So that's part of the reason why I have Horizon Canopy over like a colorless land. All right. Let's get it. Shrink chat down. Just pop this open. It's been a second on Moto. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this hand looks great. We have a couple lands. We have Bird, Voice, Vanifar. And then we have a Chord if things go awry. So I think we're going to keep this. This hand is a potential turn 4 kill currently. Spire Bluff Canal is a little scary. It probably means Phoenix. We drew another bird, though, which is good. So I think we're going to just lead on the breeding pool, since we need at least 2 forests for our combo. And we'll just play the Birds of Paradise and pass. Next turn, if our bird doesn't die, we can go Voice Bird. But if our bird dies, yeah, I figured the Bolt would die. They play a good amount of removal in that deck. We're at an interesting choice where we could either go Voice or Birds here. I'm leaning more towards the Birds, but we'll see what we draw. Milled 2 lands, that's fine. The reason I'm leaning more towards the Bird is so that way we can play on 3. Because most of their removal only does 3 damage. Okay, that's our 4th land. So yeah, I think I'm just going to play a Windswept, play another Bird, and ship it. Hopefully we can just stick a Vanifar. The other thing with my list that's different than a lot, most people are on 4 Vanifar, but I'm not sure 4 is necessarily needed. Milled Mountain Gutshot. When you have so many tutor effects. But she is like the main card of the deck, so maybe you just want 4. What's your guys' opinion on the Vanifar deck, if you have any? Serum Visions. Okay. This is looking pretty good for a bird getting to live. The fact that it hasn't died yet. The only problem, like, I think max I would probably go 11, which is what my initial list had. The Mana Dorks are, we might get Phoenixed here. The Mana Dorks are super important, but at the same time, you really don't want to flood too much. Oh, and they had the gut shot. Feels bad, man, clap. So they don't have a super fast clock, and they are down to 3 cards here. So we have a chance. I think I'm just going to get a Temple Garden tapped here. Ooh. Scoos would have been good last turn. Huh. So I think I still want to play Scavenging Ooze. Huh. Do I, though? This is interesting. I could play out the Scavenging Ooze, or I could run out the Voice because it's better if it dies. For the Scoos, I kind of want to live. But I would also not mind just eating his Faithless Looting here. I think I'm going to go with that line. Do you know what he did with that Serum Visions? He put both on top, so he's already drawn off them. So we're just going to get a Forest here to protect our life total a little bit. Play a Scavenging Ooze. And I want to just eat the Faithless Looting here to try to keep him off being able to dig. We'll ship it back. It still dies the bolt either way, and I'd rather get the card that... I'd rather get the best card out of the graveyard as opposed to gaining a little bit of incidental life here. Ooh. So punish because they had Is It Charm. That feels bad. So they're going to have 2 cards in their hand. We're going to be at 10. I think we might just have to 8, 7, 6, 5. I think we're probably supposed to just jam Vanifar here and hope. If she lives... Alright. Here's the hoping. So if Vanifar lives, we can go for that cord for 1 line. Cord for a bird and then go off from there. Because otherwise we need 2 creatures in play. We just kind of have to hope they don't have another removal spell. Which, like, I can imagine... Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. They only have 1 card in hand still. It's pretty unlikely... Well, they get to flash this back, actually. So... if they hit a free spell, we're in trouble. If they hit a Manamorphose or another Gut Shot / Surgical. Yeah, we might be dead here. I do think this is a pretty tough match for us, though. Okay, that's good for us. Then we... outside of something to kill our Mana Dork, we should be good here. Okay, we're in the... we did it. We get to get him, boys. All right, so we're going to get a birds. We're going to Vanifar away our bird. We get a Scrib Ranger. Use Scrib Ranger's ability, picking up our forest. Get rid of the Scrib Ranger. Well, this is awesome. We're actually going to do it our first time. And against a matchup that it's pretty hard to actually just get to go for it. Bounce this. Get rid of her. We'll get a Deceiver Exarch. Untap Vanifar. Vanifar it away. Go get Resto. Resto blinks Deceiver. This is sweet. Yes, I would like to use Resto's ability. Untap Vanifar again. We're doing it, boys. Yeah, we did it. We comboed game 1 against Phoenix. All right. And I think our matchup against Phoenix gets a lot better post-board. So as per usual with me, I like to just shuffle everything in. And I like to look... I don't think Swag Tusk is great. I think Shalai's nuts here. Linvala's kind of meh. Glenalendra might be too slow. We can go back to that one. I love Eidolon here. Eidolon seems like the nut. Kataki doesn't seem that good. Stonies don't seem good. Gaddock Teague's not good. So we're at 9 cards still to cut. I don't think, like, the cheesing us out with Phoenix plan is that great. So I could almost just see not wanting Graveyard Hate here. And just, like, we have the Scavenging Ooze. Oh, I don't think Night of Autumn's good here. I could almost just buy, like, Scavenging Ooze being enough Graveyard Hate. I don't think we need Tracker for value. Deputy is really vulnerable to Lightning Bolt, so I actually think I don't want her. I don't think I want it. Same with Jace. Jace is kind of awkward, so I could see trimming a Jace here. Maybe we only need, like, one click, one Jace. And then... yeah, I was debating on the Finks, but I kind of agree. I think Finks is meh. What do you guys think about this? We have a Jason to click. Like, I think we just, like, need to try to combo, but we need to have a little bit of disruption with, like, the Eidolons, the Damping Spheres, the Scavenging Ooze. Maybe Voice is actually meh. Maybe we take Voice out for, like, the Remorseful Cleric? What do you think? I think I like this. Maybe the other Voice actually comes out for Glenn? Yeah, I agree. I think Voice is very meh. This does put us a little light on 2 drops, but that's not that big of a deal. We have a lot of 1s, plus we don't necessarily need to have something on 2. Alright. Anyone got any exciting plans for this weekend? I'm probably going to be heading up to Frankenmuth to play a modern IQ. I wish I had this deck. This deck's sweet. I plan on working on building it in paper, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay. Ugh. It feels bad to mulligan a double Damping Sphere hand against them, but, like, we have our Kiki stuck to our hand. It's only a 1-lander. We can't even cast Path. So I think we're just going to ship this. Okay. If our birds live, this hand's really good. Otherwise, it can get a little sketch, but maybe we'll find some lands off our scries. Yeah, I agree. I think this hand's fine with the scry. Yeah, I will gladly take a breeding pool. Argo. We're going to just lead breeding pool bird and see what our opponent does. Ooh, our bird lived? Interesting. Oh, they have green in their deck. This could just be for sideboard cards, or they could be the Traverse version. But I feel like we would have seen something if it was the Traverse version. This might just be like a thing in the ice on 2. In which case, I'll just go like Birds, Damping Sphere, pass. Feel pretty safe. While we're waiting for our opponent, I'll take a little bit of time to give shout-outs to Mom's Basement Games. Check them out on Twitter, at Mom's Basement MTG. Check us out on Facebook. All of our VODs go there. It's Mom's Basement Games on YouTube. And then check out their TCG store. It's a great place to get cards, and Mom's Basement Games is great. I really appreciate them allowing us to do this, giving us a place to, you know, play Magic, interact with all of you guys, and really, I just really enjoy this, and I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah, I think the Traverse... I don't know how I feel about the Traverse version. I definitely think it's sweet, but I don't know if it's better for the simple fact that I don't like the idea of putting While I think like tutoring up Phoenixes or like a thing when you need it is nice, I don't like the idea of putting in a lot of non-spells that trigger your Phoenix. Like, if there was something better than Bauble, I would probably be behind it a lot more. But the fact that you have to play Bauble on it just seems so meh. Our opponent is really in the tank about what to do here, or their oven went off for their pizza rolls. What do you guys think? Pizza rolls? Thinking? What's your guys' vote here? Personally, I'd vote for pizza rolls, but that's just because I'd hope they share. I agree, pizza rolls. Yeah, so I think this matchup's generally slightly in their favor, especially being a gut shot deck. But if we ever do get to combo, they don't have a lot that they can interact with at that point. That's the good thing about, like, Vanifar and Deceiver Exarch both being X4s. They are pretty good against the Lightning Bolt deck. But we have to get to them is the issue. Yeah, Kiki's still a 2-2. That's the other issue. But yeah, Kiki is a 2-2. That is an issue. A lot of lists have been playing a Spell Skite, and I could probably see fitting a Skite in here too. So that's like one of the things with the toolbox decks I've always loved, and kind of one of the reasons I was a big fan of Kiki Cord. Yeah. Rending Valley is more of a sideboard card, though. We don't really have to worry about that too much game one. Back to what I was saying, though, like, the thing I really enjoy about these decks is the deck building aspect, where you really have to think about, like, what you expect to see, and even if you play this deck at, like, say I were to just start grinding this deck only and play it at, like, every tournament, I would be surprised if my 75 was the same maybe twice. There's just so much room for change/altering because of cards like Chord of Calling and Eldritch Evolution. It also puts like a pretty high ceiling on the deck, in my opinion, or a pretty high floor, or yeah, a pretty high ceiling on the deck. Sorry. My brain malfunctioned. Maybe they're pulling up the stream. What do you think? Do you think we're about to get stream sniped and that's what's taking them so long? If we are getting stream sniped, welcome, opponent. Congratulations on stream sniping the 8-viewer stream. But, shout out to all 8 of you that's there. You're awesome. Stream sniping 101. Take an hour. Exactly, because they hope, like, I have to go use the bathroom or I have to get my own food, and that's when they take their action. That way I look bad. Little do they know, I'm here for you guys. In all seriousness, this kind of stinks because I really want to try this deck out, and I think Phoenix is a deck to expect every tournament you go to for the foreseeable future. So, not getting to play this game too is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, they're just hoping I talk out my entire plan. Little do they know, if they just look at my hand, it pretty much gives it away. Any of you guys planning on going to any events recently? Or anytime soon? I don't want to say for 100%, but I'm pretty sure I'm only going to be going to SCGs for the foreseeable future unless they change. Because I'm not a big fan of what the GP/Magic Fest scene's doing. I really don't like how CFB is price spiking a lot of things. I think Star City keeps things at a pretty fair price. especially considering they brought back the Players' Championship this year, which is a goal of mine. It's been off to a bad start, but there's always Season 2. We'll hopefully get there. I'll be in Syracuse. Hey, Knock, thanks for the follow, man. I super appreciate that. If any of you guys else want to show your support with a follow, all of us at Mom's Basement Games here would super appreciate it. While our opponent's doing whatever, I guess I should just, shout out the other streamers we have currently. We have Russ. He streams on Sundays normally. We have Aaron Miyoki, my boy, streaming Legacy. He's actually the one helping me prep a lot for Syracuse. As you know, or as you guys may or may not know, we both are pretty big fans of Blue Red Delver, and we've been working on the Terramander. And by we, I really just mean Aaron because I've been really busy playing Standard for Dallas. But I am hoping to get into some Legacy soon. I don't think I'll be playing it a lot on stream. I'll probably leave that for Aaron. But the Blue Red Terramander Delver deck has been pretty up my alley lately. So Aaron on Mondays. And then Wednesdays, we have Mike Kekich. And on Fridays, Thursdays, you obviously have me. I'm here right now. You should know that. But if you didn't, I am here mostly every Thursday around 6 p.m., give or take a few based off issues. And then on Fridays, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Josh Warren, typically streams. This week, he's going to be playing that Soldiers deck that did pretty well at the Open. Or not the Open, the Magic Fest. It's pretty interesting. If we actually want to hop over to his Twitter, we can probably take a look at his list. I think these are just people. Boop. Yep, there it is. So this is what Josh is playing tomorrow. If you want, feel free to help him out. Oh, our opponent came back. See, they were just waiting. They were waiting for us to do something. I thought they'd catch us, but I'm too quick for you. By the way, hello in chat, Meryl. They bolt the bird. No, I'm sad. That's fine. So yeah, I assume we're getting stream sniped, but hey, whatever. I welcome the viewer. So here we're just gonna shock again, and we're just gonna play the Damping Sphere. We're not gonna be two spelling probably ever with this hand, and our opponent's deck is built around casting multiple spells. So let's tax their mana. Depending on how long our opponent's been stream sniping us, they might have Ancient Grudge in their deck. But if not, this Damping Sphere is going to be really hard for them to fight through. We can pop out the graveyards here real quick. It's a thing. Alright. We're just going to play this Misty, cast our bird and pass here. Probably get it killed end of turn to trigger this thing in the ice. Yep. It was a pretty telling play from our opponent. Manamorphose, sure. So another next spell costs one more because of Damping Sphere. So they can only cast one more spell this turn, realistically. Yeah, so now unless they play a land, they're shut off for the rest of the turn. They are probably flipping this thing in the ice next turn, which is kind of scary. Probably just another breeding pool here. That actually probably should have been a Temple Garden. That was probably a mistake. We drew a Horizon Canopy. I think we're just going to stick the Glen. If my opponent flips the thing in the ice here, it bounces back to our hand. The Thing in the Ice draw seem like they're the ones that are probably difficult to beat. Okay, so they didn't have anything. They have to have a spell at least on their turn. I'd be surprised. Yeah. So we're in pretty rough shape here. We're going to be taking 7. Scrib Ranger. Huh. So... we're going to take a quick peek over to our deck list really quick. Opponent, you probably want to look if you're tuned in still. We can board for 2 here. There isn't much we want to get at 2. Huh. So... I think I'm on board for Scrib Ranger pass here. Yeah, this game looks pretty rough. Hard casting a Phoenixy boy. Sure? That play seems odd. Huh. So now we can chord for 4. We could chord for Shalai here? I don't hate that. Or we could chord for Vanifar depending on their attacks. And potentially just win next turn. Yeah, I don't quite get that play by them. But we're gonna go with it, I guess. So they just attack with Phoenix. We're gonna wait to chord. If they have the bolt, we can just... Sure. If they flip here, we can actually just chord for Deputy of Detention. We go to 2, but we tag both of their Awoken Horrors. And I think that's our best play to win if that's what they go for. Okay, this is a gut shot on our Scrib Ranger. Which I think we just let happen. Yeah. So we gotta block the Awoken Horror. Or we can chord for 3 and eat it. Huh. Wait. Did I not bring it in? I thought I brought it back in. Is Deputy of Detention... Oh, there it is. I just overlooked it. I guess we get... Remorseful Cleric. I wonder if I was supposed to do that before combat and get Deceiver Exarch, maybe? But then if they flip, we die. Well, you're a day late and $1 short. Yeah, we're unfortunately dead. Feels bad to lose that game, but it happens. I think we definitely want this Deputy of Detention back in. Especially that game shown me. The Glen Elendra seemed very mad to me. I think that's about all I want to change. Yeah, I thought about getting the Rallier, but I guess I could have, like, it would have bought me another turn, but I don't really know what I'm buying a turn for. Maybe a pass. Truth be told, I just, like, overlooked the Deputy in my sideboard, like, 100 times. So, like, I'm an idiot, I'll be honest. Like, I'm cool admitting it. I make mistakes, I'm human. That being said, I do think I like the taking out the Glen for the Deputy. What do you guys think? I don't really think there's anything else I want to take out. Like, I think our next worst card's probably the Remorseful Cleric. And I think that's probably more versatile than the Glen. Yeah, I agree. I think Glen is too slow. Yeah, let's try this. We get to be on the play, so. Ooh. We have a path, but we don't do anything until 4. I agree it's kind of mad, but it can buy us turns against Thing in the Ice. I think we mulligan this hand. What do you guys think? What do you think, chat? Is this a mulligan? Or do you think you'd keep? I think I'm gonna mull this as bad as it feels. Ugh. So this is really awkward, but I think we have to keep. Just hope our noble lives. This card, I see what people talk about with this card being glued to your hand. Yeah, I think maybe I should have kept. We gotta bottom that. My only problem with that hand is we didn't have an early creature for Vanifar either. So even if we play Vanifar, like, we have to use our cord for 1 there. Which is fine, because, like, that lets us combo, but I don't know, I just feel like we have better 6s. I don't think this is one of the better 6s, but I think this is on average better than our 5s. Please cast a cantrip. Please don't bolt. Okay. Not the colors we wanted, but it's a land. I'll take it. Why is my bread wet? I don't quite know what that means. Did you put it in water? I can make your bread wet with my water if you'd like. One bottom, one on top. Okay. Okay. Again, it's a land, just not the colors we need. Ugh. And like, this is super awkward, but imagine if we had red mana in our deck. Like, I don't think it's any less awkward if we put red mana into our deck. I think this is just like an unfortunate draw. It was a mold to 6 on the play. Perfect. Aw. Those darn ducks. Always getting your bread. I don't think I'm going to be getting any bread this game either. It's not looking great. Our opponent is doing a lot of nothing, though, so... If we both keep... Oh! So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do-do-do-do-do. The real question is, what do we get back with this rally boy? I kind of want another creature, but at the same time, I think a land might just be safer. Well, you need white cards for your combo is the only issue. I think I'm going to get greedy because I really want to cast this evolution. And at worst, we just play a Shalai next turn. Okay, so they brought Grudge in this game at least. That means they're scared of our Damping Spheres. For as much as we spun our wheels, our opponent's wheels are spinning just the same, so... We might have a chance. I think off this evolution, I'm probably going to go get a Vanifar. Just like pot away the Rallier. Okay. Okay. This is still looking pretty good for us. Okay. We have the path for that. So we drew another land. That's good. So yeah, I think... Oh, we have the Kiki in our hand, though! Can we combo with the Kiki in our hand? Ah! I mean, we're doing this no matter what. If we... Boop and boop. I don't know if we can combo with the Kiki in our hand. We might, like, have to take a lot of time off, which is really awkward against the Pteramander. I think it's still just get Prime Speaker, though. No, we will not be attacking. I'm going to take my finger off that. Yep. And kapow. Get that lad out of here. So yeah, we might just have to take a turn off from comboing to go ahead and get the click to tuck our Kiki. It's only sorcery speed, right? That feels really, really bad. But so, like, they're still not applying pressure to us. And they do only have, they have half our clock, so. I'm gonna fetch EOT here. Just get ourselves a Temple Garden. Huh. We can't do anything with that yet. So I think we're gonna just play Shalai. We're gonna poke him. So now we can chord for 4 if we like, which gets us Vanifar again. Or we can chord for 3 and get an Ewit and go. Oh, we need Vanifar because we have to tuck this Kiki. I don't think I'm missing anything, am I, chat? We can always just hit our opponent for 5. Like, we can hit our opponent for 5 this turn, then hit our opponent for 7 on the next. Okay, they're gonna double removal spell. That's fine. Okay. So chord for Vanifar is alive again. So I like just passing here now. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna fetch here and get a forest. And we're gonna chord for 4 and decide exactly what we want to do. So we can get back an Ewit and rebuy the chord, or we can get Vanifar. But none of our 2-drops do a lot. I almost like chording for Ewit and then getting this Eidolon. What do we think about that? I think I like that line. Get our chord back. Yeah, and like they only have 3 minutes. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ugh. Can we let them untap is the thing. Ooh. We can chord for resto, Ewit, half the thing in the ice. I actually like that line a lot. 2, 3, 1, 2. 4. Because this also just gives us a lot of good creatures if they ever get another thing. So, like, that's what I was talking about, there's, like, so many strange lines you can find in decks like this. And, like, I'm not even 100% sure that that was right, but that's the best decision I think I could make. What did you guys think of that decision? Maybe they boarded out birds? Okay, nope, there's a phoenix. Like, their phoenix can't profitably attack through this resto. Like, I'll just gladly take this trade. Or not, like, not even a trade. Like, yeah, I'll gladly take this. Even, well, not better, but, like, sure. You have no cards in hand and I'm at 10? I'm gonna slam a Vanifar. Oh, wait. No, that works! We can kill them next turn! Yeah, I love this deck, guys. So we Vanifar. We ship it back to them. This deck is so sweet. We draw. So now we activate this. Get rid of our noble. I should have floated a mana there. Get a Scrib Ranger. Should have floated a mana again. I'm just trying to go fast. I can't believe we did it again. did it. We're 1-0. We beat Phoenix. All right, that was really impressive. This deck felt really good. I liked all the toolboxes. I liked the decision making. This is like a perfect example of why I like Path in the main. Man, that game was awesome. Opponent, if you were ghosting, please drop a follow because of how awesome that game was. It was honestly GG's. All right, we got another opponent. Let's do this. That was awesome. I would love to be on the play. This hand is great. We need another forest to combo, but we have a really good just value plan here. I can see how good the Jace is. All right, our opponent has a stop in our upkeep. That means they're probably an interactive deck is my guess. Ooh, Eldrazi. I have a special place in my heart because this is the deck that got me to the PT, actually. Eldrazi Tron, at least. Here, I think we're just gonna shock and play a Kitchen Finks. The interesting thing with their deck is a lot of their removal is Dismember, which can actually kill Vanifar. Which is what we're actually seeing here. But they're using it on the Noble, which I think is kind of a mistake. I think if they wanted to make that play, they should have just done it on their turn so I couldn't get the mana. I would have then had to have played a Scavenging Ooze. And I think that's worse than Kitchen Finks. That did take us off our blue mana, and this is a Thought-Knot Seer. Man. Their draw is really good, though. I wonder if their Eldrazi Tron are just like the straight-up colorless Eldrazi deck. They could also potentially be Eldrazi and Taxes. So we're not quite sure what flavor of Eldrazi, but we do know they are a fan of spaghetti. Takes our Jace? Interesting. So we drew a Scrib Ranger. I think I'm down to just ooze pass here. So what we can do is he can kill one of our creatures, but we get to eat our Noble if he attacks. Uh-oh, we might be getting smushed. Oh, another Thought-Knot. Jeez. Our opponent is really making us think not. That's fair. Alright, EOT. We're going to eat our Noble. We're going to go Omnom. The music's been pretty good today. I put on a like 2017 hits for like freelance music, and it's been pretty good. You can always thank Monster Cat for that. Back to the game though. This opponent's really thinking about letting if we in the tank about this. Maybe they have like Spirit Guide Spatial Contortion, but I don't think they really even have to think about that. So maybe they're logging onto the stream. We did, after that game, immediately drop down to 7 viewers, which I find kind of suspicious. What do you think? Do you think our opponents are starting to stream snipe? There's really no reason for our opponent to stream snipe at this point, because he knows everything we're doing. Oh, the main deck Surgical? That'd be the spice. They just surgical our nobles here. I don't think it'd be a good play, but it'd be interesting. A way to take us off blue. Like, just try to keep us off blue mana for the whole game. Although they took our 2 blue cards, so I don't know how I like that play then. Really sorry that we've been having opponents like be in the tank about odd things lately. But it does give me a chance to interact with you guys, which I love interacting with the chat. If you guys have any questions or anything for me, feel free to ask. I mean, I'm here for you guys right now, you know? I'm here to play Magic, but I'm here to play Magic for you. How would they have it at their Valentine's dinner? Like, are they eating it in the room with their significant other or whatever? Or do they have their computer at their table? Or are they at a restaurant and they're playing it on a laptop? The world may never know. Me, though, I'm here giving you guys my full attention. Because you guys are my Valentines. Ooh, laptop under the table at the restaurant. That's a good one. I don't know how well that'd work, you know. Whoever you're with would probably just be like, what you doing down there? And be like, nothing, don't worry about it. Maybe our opponent forgot it was Valentine's Day, and their wife or significant other just got home from work. So they gotta hurry up and do something special for Valentine's Day before they walk in the office and see him playing Magic. I mean, it's endless possibilities if we're being honest. Alright, well, our opponent got done taking their bite of lasagna. We drew a blue creature. Just as it was intended, I guess. So I don't think there's any reason not to play the Script Ranger here. So I think we're gonna just run it out. We can use its ability to untap something that doesn't matter, but we can reset our forest here, which can give us extra uses of Scavenging Ooze, which is kind of a neat trick. So it's a like pseudo mana dork. Just gonna ship it back to our opponent. Yeah, but I feel like a phone's different than a laptop, and I feel like it's Chalice for 1? Sure. I feel like it's also different when you like have it in front of them like a phone that you're representing as opposed to like trying to hide the laptop under the table. Unless, in the words of the great musician Eminem, you have a laptop in your back pocket. Boom, blue mana, let's go. We potentially can combo kill them next turn now, so let's get hype. Up all night to just combo. We're up all night to just combo. Ship it back. What you got, opponent? What you got? What you got? A serum powder. Alright, that resolves. I'll take 11. I don't expect them to have much burst. Yep, so we should be good to engage the Comborino. So, oh, okay, they just concede. Cool. Thank you, opponent. Thank you for not making me play that out. Alright, so, my traditional way, we're gonna just shuffle everything back in. and see what's not good. I actually kind of like Thragtusk here. It can trade pretty profitably. Glenelendra doesn't seem good. They don't have many spells. Knight of Autumn seems good for Chalice. Kitchen Finks seems kind of meh. Deputy seems pretty good. Tracker does not. Eidolon, Kataki, Remorseful, Rips, Stonies don't seem good. Teague's interesting. Seeing Serum Powder, I think they're... I have not played the Eldrazi Stompy deck, but a good friend of mine, James, plays it, and it seems really sweet. I've thought about giving it a try. I just can't put down my Tron lands, so when I play the Squidbillies, I like to play them with Eldrazi, or Tron lands as well. These are tempting, but they only really stop Eldrazi Temple, and I don't think they do quite enough. If we knew our opponent was playing Tron lands, I'd definitely be leaving them in, though. So we're down to 2 more cuts now. I don't really want to trim any of our 1-drops, even though we're on the draw. I think we can probably trim, like, a Voice. And then the Shalai probably actually... Or the Limbala's not good, actually. And I don't think Shalai is that good, so we can probably bring the Voice back in. Yeah, that's true. They do have a hard time beating a huge token. What do you guys think about this? I think this seems pretty solid. Ooh. If they have that early Chalice, this hand's pretty bad, but I don't think we can really afford to mulligan it. I like Jace because it can bounce Thought-Knot Seers. Okay, so they mulled the 6 and then powdered their 6. And then kept. Mimic turn 1. This could be a pretty good draw by them. We'll have to see. Since our hand's mono green and we have birds, I'm going to conserve my life total a little bit and play forest into birds. Matter Shaper? Yep. So we're going to take 3 here. And then I think I might just play the Eternal Witness and get back a land. Because the Skooz is more valuable, in my opinion. Let's get a blue source here. Get a breeding pool. Ouch. I would normally like Eternal Witness to get back a better card here, but it gets to eat both of their creatures right now. If they play another Eldrazi, it probably won't eat the Mimic, but it can still eat the Reshaper, which gives them value, but it does keep our life total high, which is what we need right now. Then our Skooz has creatures to eat in the graveyard. Deal. Exactly what I'm talking about with the Skooz. You had to put that Serum Powder into play for free, which is pretty value. Especially if they were missing a land drop. Yeah, so that's probably the Thought-Knot here. We're in a lot of trouble. We gave them their 3rd land, which was kind of awkward. I am. I have an Ugin in the sideboard, but I'm on 2 Karnan and Ulamog main. That's what I've been on since I played the deck at the Pro Tour. Ooh. I like that draw. I haven't actually, like... I'm just starting to play Eldrazi Tron again for the first time in a little bit. So I'm just starting with the list I played at the Pro Tour, and I'm going to work my way through. See what changes I need to make for the meta and whatnot. We're going to path this immediately and see if we draw something better. I'm not huge on giving him a land, but I think we need a card more. Well, we officially have all the mana we'll ever need. We could even cast a Kiki-Jiki. Yep. The Smusher's gonna smush, 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 smush. We're gonna just throw a bird underneath this Mimic and take 5. Hopefully we can draw some action. Scrib Rangers, believe it or not quite action. I think we're still playing it though. There's just no reason to hold it. We're in pretty bad shape. We flooded out pretty bad this game, which is the reason I think like going down a Mana Dork and a land like I did is probably fine. Okay. We just dead? Yeah. So I'm going to concede here. I'm not going to change anything, but I do have to run to the bathroom really quick. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, super sorry about that, guys. I swear, as soon as I start streaming, right after round 1, I always have to use the bathroom. Walking Blitz is super strong. It's a really powerful magic card. I don't think I want to change anything. I think we just need to draw more spells and less mana. Alrighty. I would love to be on the play. So, yeah, this hand has a cord, so we'll keep. It's really good against the Chalice on 1. Our opponent might be debating if he Serum Powders here. Or if he keeps mulligans or powders. Typically, if you have a powder, it's right. Yep. Yeah, I see why he was in the tank about that. With a temple in hand, it always feels bad to powder, but I think it's right. to do it there. That hand... Well, no, I actually probably would have kept. He can play a turn 1 Serum Powder and then Matter or Shaper on 2. What do you guys think about that 7? I think it's probably a keep. It's kind of slow, but if you're able to cast anything you draw... Our opponent kept their 6 after powdering and mulliganing. And then they scryed to the bottom. We're just going to go Windswept Pass, and we're probably going to get a pool tapped EOT. Temple Pass from our opponent. Remove the bar and put a background behind the chat. Huh. I'll have to suggest that to Josh and Steve. Because I do know what you mean. It blocks a lot of what the opponent's doing. I'll make a note to them. We'll ship the turn back. Probably a dismember here. Yep. That's fine. We have a lot of mana and a lot of stuff to do, so I'm fine with that. Next turn we can play Wall, Scrib Ranger, or Wall Scoos. Probably Wall Scoos because we can eat with Wall. Yep. Path is a good draw. Wall of Roots. Make a mana. Play a Scavenging Ooze. And we'll go ahead and just pass. I don't think we're going to block with the Scoos, because the Scoos has a lot of potential, plus we have a Chord this time. And so we can already 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We can already Chord for 3 next turn. Play shot. 1, 2. We can actually play Scrib Ranger, bounce a land, shock, and then still Chord. If we draw a land, we can always just Chord for Vanifar and win that way. So we'll see. Either way, I think I'm fine taking 3 here. We're going to use Wall of Roots to eat the other Wall of Roots. Okay. So yeah, this just lets us Chord for Vanifar, which I think I like. If we decide we want a Path, we can always Chord for Ewit, get back Chord, and Path. So we'll see what line we decide to take.
I like
Thank you.
Yeah, like that's stuff like that's my favorite stuff.
Josh coming in OG. He's going to go get me some more water. Okay. Yeah, so we should be in the clear to just go for Vanifar. Take 6. That's fine. If our opponent has a Dismember, it feels bad, but I'd rather try to win. Make a mana. Boop, 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 and boop. Chord for 4. Thank you. Go get ourselves a pod. So yeah, this deck seemed really sweet though. Really up. It's like definitely up my alley. So I think we're gonna go ahead and play a Scrib Ranger now. Then we're gonna go for it. Pot away the Scrib Ranger. Alright, I think we're gonna get to do it again. Go get Rallier. Rallier gets back the Ranger. We untap, returning this forest to our hand. Play the forest again. Pot away the Scrib Ranger. Go get Deceiver. Deceiver untapped Vanifar. Pot away Renegade. Go get Resto. Resto blink Deceiver. Yes. I think we're doing it again, guys. So this deck seems very promising. And we get the Kiki? Kiki Deceiver? Alright. Our opponent's going to make us play it out this time. So we get to make a lot of Deceiver Exarchs. We're doing it. We're twinning. Obviously, in paper, this is a lot easier because you just say make a bajillion Deceiver Exarchs and kill you. But it's not like we're going to run out of clock. We got plenty of clock, so. Right-click Kiki. Oh, thank you for conceding, opponent. That saved me a lot of clicking. GG's. I hope you come and watch. All right. We're 2-0 with Vanifar Pod. Let's go. This list feels pretty solid. Like, I don't know about the Jaces, but I don't really know if you need red mana. So maybe it's just like 2 clicks and then you have a free slot. Or maybe it's just like a click and a Jace. But I don't know about just playing one Jace or one click. Or one Jace, yeah. One click I think is fine. I don't know about playing just one Jace. Like one Jace seems weird. Maybe it's just 2 clicks. And then I don't know that we need that extra mana dork. So maybe we just put like another value card in the main. Maybe we just go with either a Deputy or the Shalai, probably. Then that frees up a sideboard slot for us. What's the Discord for, may I ask? I will most likely be willing to join it. Alright. Huh. Oh, it's a Prime Speaker. Yeah, heck yeah, I'll join. Thank you. Hopefully, it actually let me join. Let me know if I'm in there or not. If I'm not in there, I might have you DM me. And then I'll add it when I get home. This hand seems kind of clunky. I think I'm going to ship it. This hand seems fine. We have a Birds to help us bridge our mana. If it's a match where Teague's good, we're in there. If not, we have Voice. I did not join? Okay. Yeah, it gave me like a weird message when I tried to, so. Yeah, DM me, give me a DM and I'll definitely join it when I get home. I really want to like talk to people that are also playing this deck and really get into their heads. I've talked to some of our locals, but I'd enjoy just getting more input on this deck. I'm probably going to not play a different deck for a couple of weeks. We try to switch it up a lot, but maybe I'll make it like a monthly thing to play Vanifar. Because I love this play style. I love the style of deck that this gives. Inquisition taking our voice probably means mid-range deck. So... I'm cool just sticking a Knight of Autumn. Swap back to the list really quick. Make sure there's no good 3s. We can maybe get a Finks, but that doesn't seem worth it to me. Yeah. I might even just be able to save the Discord link. I'll check it here in a second. We're just going to put 2 counters on it. We just want more threats. Yeah, if someone else in chat knows how to whisper that to me or even has me on... Do you have a Twitter by chance? Airthurk? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I'm super sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. If you have a Twitter, feel free to tweet it at me. Like, either at me or just DM me a tweet. I'll take either one. Looks like green-black rock. If you weren't here for my Twitter, let me know and I'll gladly give you my Twitter. Voice was a good draw if it was what they took the first time. So. No Twitter. Okay. Are you from Michigan by chance? Or did you just see someone talking about Vanifar Pod and decided to come in? If you're from Michigan, I'm in pretty much all of the Michigan Magic Facebook groups. The Michigan Modern group, the Pandemonium Standard group. I'm in Mom's Basement Games. Okay. Yeah, if you just want to either find me on Facebook or I can actually show you the Mom's Basement Games Facebook here after this game. And if you join that or even look in that, you'll find me. Yeah, I super appreciate it, man. I'm having a lot of fun. This is my first time playing the deck. So I haven't gotten to play it before this, but it feels really sweet. And I was a big fan of Kiki-Jiki. I played Kiki-Jiki for a long time. And this really does just feel like Kiki-Jiki with like a nut draw. Deal. Can't expect there's any reason not to play this Teague out here. There is. It shuts off our own chords. So I really don't want to play this if I don't have to. That is kind of one of the awkward things when I put the Teague in. Someone did tell me that it shutting off chord would be super awkward. And while I agree, it might not be right to play it in the main. I could very well buy that it should be a sideboard, if even an at-all card. What basic do we want here? Let's move this. I think we'll just get a forest. We have all of our mana, so. Get the voice token. Finks seems gas. I'm actually not in the Kiki-Jiki Discord. I'm very new to, like, Discord and everything. I played PlayStation for a long time, and, like, just this September, I got into PC gaming. So, like, the Discord and everything is kind of new to me. Feel free to shoot me an invite, and I'd gladly join it. I actually joined the Kiki Cord Facebook group when I was building this deck. So, yeah. I feel like you probably bring Tegan against Tron, but I get the gist of what you're saying. I'm cool with you flipping the Thoughtseize, man. Thoughtseize isn't good here right now. Yeah, it was just an idea me and my friends had. At the time, KCI was still a deck, so it's very well possible with KCI getting banned that this card is, like, no longer needed in the main, and I considered it, but I wanted to give it a try just because, like, there is a lot of big mana decks in the format, so I wanted to give it a try. But after this game, I think the Teague should maybe be a Thalia. What do you think about Thalia main? Thank you, man. If you have me on Facebook, feel free to shoot it to me on Facebook. Slow. Because for some reason this is just a double block there. I'm fine with that. Oh, even better. Okay. For some reason, it's like acting weird when I try to join a Discord server through Twitch. I'm gonna hold this card, make him think it's something worth thought-seizing or inquisitioning. Flip a Verdant like a professional. Don't play it, that's good to know. So we drew more lands. I think I'm gonna run back that same play. Thank you. If you're in the Vanifar Discord too, Slow, feel free to either invite me or shoot the leader my name over. So that way he can send me the information for that. Still no double block. Still wanting that Dark Confidant, I see. Hopefully they flip like a Lily of the Veil. Nope, a Field of Ruin. I did kind of pump because I was talking to you guys, but it didn't super matter. I should have played one of my lands when I had 2 in hand, but it's fine. So again, we're going to do the whole bring everything in, consider. If you haven't already, by the way, Air, I would super appreciate if you gave the channel a follow. We have a lot of people making content for a lot of formats. If you play things other than Pod, or other than Vanifar. So Linvala does not seem good. The Glen seems decent, but that's up for debate. Deputy does not seem good. Tracker seems great. Eidolon doesn't. Kataki, Remorseful. Rips are up for debate, but I feel like we'll be fine without Rip. Teague seems bad. Spheres seem bad. Hell yeah, brother. Let's see. What else do we want to take out here? Against the mid-range decks, do you think we trim a Vanifar? Since they have so many ways to kill it still? Or do you think like 3 is the bare number we can go on this card? Okay, then. Oh, we don't need Night of Autumn. That's for sure. Thank you so much, man. Hell yes. I super appreciate the follow. The whole channel will. The whole squad does. You usually trim Cord against GBX decks? Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I could see it. I think I'm going to do this. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, that definitely makes sense to me. I feel like we want some number just because it is so good at, like, tutoring up anything we want, though. No. You also trim cord? Okay. I think I'm going to try going down to 2. I want to leave in tutors because I feel like we want them. I could see like it being correct to only go down to 1 cord, though, in this matchup. And then maybe leaving in like that extra mana dork. Okay. I didn't consider my 4-drop slot at all with how big it gets in this matchup. Like, this hand's a perfect reason of, like, exactly what you're talking about. Because we have the Kiki, I'm going to mulligan, though. Sand seems fine. What do you think? Do we bottom the cord? Exactly what you were talking about, like it not being great in this matchup. I think we're supposed to bottom it. You trimmed to 2 cords? So I'm on the same number of cords then. So that's good. We're just going to lead Breeding Pool into a bop. I remember watching Jeff Hoogland play against a lot of mid-range decks, and he'd normally trim on mana dorks. So that's why I decided to go down a Noble. But then again, Kiki Cord is kind of a different deck. So maybe we're just supposed to leave our mana dorks in because they help us combo so easy with Vanifar. Two mana. Hopefully the Assassin's Trophy are birds. So with the Vanifar discard, have many people talked about just playing like a Bant variant? Joke's on you, opponent. I don't have spells. Kiki. I will see you when you get back. I think we want to hold the Scrib Ranger till next turn. Just because we want to give it the best chance of living. I'm going to go ahead and play the Scoos here. Ship it back. Yep. It's kind of on the same note of what I was talking about. Our opponent discarded their Treetop Village and then missed their 3rd land drop, so that seems kind of greedy on their part, in my opinion. I think I can use my life total as a resource here, so I'm actually going to shock and hold up Path in case they play a creature. Scrib Rangers doesn't even look super appealing to kill on their end, I wouldn't imagine. Do you think we path the Bob? It gives them their 3rd land drop, which is what I think they need. But it stops them from drawing cards. Anyone who's joined or rotated in and out of the chat, welcome. I'm debating on if I path here. I'm going to give it a few more seconds to see if you guys type anything. If not, I think I'm going to go for that play. Yeah. It's the reason we shocked, and they're pretty likely to hit a land off Bob. And it just stops them from being able to hit a land and a spell. Ooh. And we drew our land so we don't have to pick up a land with Scrib Ranger. That's pretty good. I think, again, I'm going to be kind of careless with my life total, for the lack of a better term. Because I want to leave my basics in because of Assassin's Trophy. Poke him for 1. We can always untap Scrib Ranger with its own ability. push my ranger. Sure. My Vanifar. Joke's on them. I got another Vanifar in hand. We'll just grab it here. Would have liked to have drawn some action there instead of that land, but we're chilling. We're just going to hold it. Maybe we'll get him to play a discard spell. I mean, they're not doing a whole lot here either, so if we draw a creature here, we might be able to win. So voice doesn't... It's kind of... No, wait, voice does let us... Does voice let us... Hold on. I don't know if voice lets us combo immediately. Pod into Renegade, get back. Scrib. Scrib untap. Pod away. Okay, yeah, we get to combo here. I had to run it through my head. Sorry, guys. Oh, they do have skews. Good call. I think we're still supposed to pod here because we can't pod on their turn. The question is what we get. I'm unfortunately not playing the Bellower Krasis. I think I'd rather play the Sun Titan if I played that, but what do we get here? So I think we get Witness. No, I think we just get Tracker and play our land, actually. Is the Bellower version superior? Ugh, another land. Hopefully our Tracker gets to live. This is kind of just like what I came up with my own head. There's a lot of different top end you can play that lets you combo off still. Yeah, our Scrib Ranger's gone. That's fine. Field of Ruin me. Do it. Aha. It is interesting, or it is good to note, though, that if I did have the Bellower combo, I could have won here. So I am willing to point that out. I think we're just going to take it. We can't die. Yep. That is a large Goyf. Okay. So we get to draw a lot of cards here. Okay, what does that do? I think that lets us kill him here. So we get rid of this. We go and get our Scrib Rangers. We pot away the Ranger. We go and get our Rallier. Yep. we're comboing. We did it. And then Scrib Ranger Vanifar. We did it. We're 3-0, baby. We've already prized. Let's go. Already won our money back at the very least. I'm having really fun. I think I'm definitely gonna... I haven't started building the deck because I wanted to try it before I decided to build it. And I definitely think I'm gonna end up building this deck. This deck's been a ton of fun. I don't know if this list is right. I agree. So my only problem with the Bellower in it, Bellower and Krasis, is Deceiver Exarch is out of bolt range. Do you still play Exarchs at all in your list? Or in some of the lists, do you guys still play any Deceiver Exarchs? Because the one person I know playing the Bellower loop, or the Bellower chain, is only playing Krasis. And my only worry is Bolt's kind of big in the format right now. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I'm just like overthinking. I have like the twin mindset with that, so I think you're right. I think the fact that they can bolt any other... You're right, you're right. I apologize, the bolt debate is irrelevant. You are correct. So in that case, the Woodland Bellower chain is... I can see it being correct, but you do have to play another red card then. Unless there's a 5... We're going to mulligan this. Unless there's a 5-drop that... I think I'm fine with this on 6. We're gonna bottom that. We need another land. Is there a 5-drop you can play that isn't Zealous Conscripts? Okay, we're against Scape Shift, almost guaranteed. Is Zealous the only... Right, yeah, you play Kiki, obviously, because Kiki's how you combo. But is there another 5-drop that lets you untap Vanifar that isn't Zealous Conscripts? Or is Zealous the only one? Because, like, the whole point of this build that I'm playing right now is I wanted to try to avoid being red. I'm not saying that it's correct, and I'm willing to test the red deck. Okay, thank you for looking. Yeah, like, the next time I stream this deck, I'll probably be trying a red version, just to see how I like it. But, like I was saying, the whole reason why I tried this Sky Hustler, the big reason with this build that I'm playing right now is I wanted to try to avoid having to play red mana and make my mana base even worse. And we're just going to play Wall. And then ship it. Play Vanifar next turn, and then we should be able to combo. Well. Yeah. We can combo if our Vanifar lives. I'm gonna have to look up some of these cards. Okay. And then the other one will... Dominus of... I'll look at this card in a second. I'm going to play Vanifar. That way we don't potentially time out. I'm not super worried about it. I'm pretty fast on clicking, but just to be safe. Dominus doesn't work because you needed to untap it immediately. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat while I also play. Yeah, like, I definitely think Zealous has a lot of versatility. And if I play red, I like Zealous because it has a lot of value in it. But again, I kind of want to try to stay banned. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird. But I do think if the Bellower combo finds out to be needed, which I'm kind of in... Probably like a Bolt. I am interested in trying Sky Hussar for sure. Yeah. That's fine. We have another Vanifar. Hopefully they don't have Titan or Shift. Well, they can't have Shift. Well, they could have Ramp Shift. Or Titan. Yeah, I think we just gotta play Vanifar and hope. Hope we're not dead. If we're not dead, we get to win. If we're not dead and our Vanifar doesn't die, we get to live. Or we get to win. If they don't have interaction. The red version in, like, this... Yeah, I think this is just the Titan. The red version in this matchup also gets to play Magus of the Moon in the board I've seen recently. Oh, no, we could just... We're probably just dead. I could have held up Chord Fatigue and not died to Scape Shift. That was spooky. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so as I was saying, I could have held up the Chord Fatigue, but I don't know how we win if we do that. Like, if we hold up Chord Fatigue and they don't have it, I feel like we're more likely to lose than them having it. Six, 9. Yep, we're done. All right. Well, I wouldn't have cast the Teague until Scape Shift was on the stack. I wouldn't have gone for it. Because he would have had to have he would have probably targeted the Wall of Roots again there. Shalai seems good. Linvala does not. Glenn seems fine. Maybe a little slow, so we'll think about it. Deputy is a maybe. Tracker doesn't seem good. Eidolon does not. None of these. This card's not that good. This is the situation we're at right now. Oh, shoot, you're right. It is too late once it's on the stack. I'm dumb. Yeah, I agree. I think it's better to make them have it. I don't like Thragtusk here. We can probably trim a Jace. He's really slow. I don't think Deputy's that good. Maybe Deputy's better than Voice. Maybe something like this. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I agree. I think it's better to just make them have it. Playing the games, I definitely think I can probably go down to at least one Jace, if not just make it a click. Make it a second click. Jace has not performed well. But I haven't played a lot of games yet, so we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. Jace was just like an initial concept. I don't think we mulligan this. Like, it's not great, but I don't see a 6 worth it. I can imagine 6s that are better, but I can't imagine the average 6 is better than this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have that banner changed then. I'll figure out what we can do exactly, what they think would be a good idea. But yeah, I agree. I think it blocks way too much. We're gonna try to stay above 18 if possible. Maybe try to get something on the side that like blocks the chat instead. Yeah, that's exactly what I agree with you. I think a sidebar would be a lot better. So we're just going to play our wall here. We can Resto next turn off a basic off this Misty. Well, no, wait, no, we can't. Yeah. I think we need to just, like, take up this area instead of the top area. Like, the top area does kind of look kind of bad. Sure. Don't Bertoncini me and put 2 lands into play, though, opponent. I'd be very sad. Too soon? We're just playing a Misty and passing. Too late. I agree, like, too late on him getting banned. Thank God it finally happened, but it did take way too long. This matchup seems horrendous. Like, this does not feel like that good of a matchup. And I remember big mana decks being kind of a problem for Kiki Cord. So, not too surprised to see it's the same way. What if I said no, opponent? Yeah. Let me tap my Temple Garden. Meh. Yeah. Like, they play a lot more interaction than, like... Well, Tron plays a lot of interaction, but not a lot of interaction for us in specific. Like, O-Stone's probably the worst Tron has. I mean, that's good if they have a Titan, but... I guess we get to get the bird beats in, as they say. Caw-caw. Sorry, I understand if you hate me. I hate me too. Misty and I just came to ship it. Yep. When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your Titan buddy and say these magic words. That's fair. Getting food is definitely plus EV. So I'm going to path in response here because they're pretty likely to get a Valakut here. And I just want to get this Titan off the battlefield. And I'd rather have them only get one Valakut trigger as opposed to two. I definitely think like Scape Shift I can see like just wanting to concede to. But I do kind of think that Storm is winnable with Kiki Cord. But you definitely have to try really hard to win it. So I can see it just being right to just be like, nah, fam. I'm going to try to win other matchups. Fetch EOT to Thin. I know it's like not very big statistics, but the life change doesn't matter that much either. Man. This is unfortunate. A lot of people were telling me to play 23 lands and a bunch of mana dorks too, which I don't know, maybe it's results oriented, but like I felt the same way when I played Kiki Cord back in the day. I felt like I would always just draw a ton of ways to make mana and not enough to do with it. Darn, our opponent did not choose to not pay for their pact. That's definitely an interesting... Yep, GG's. So we're 3-1. Hopefully we can go 4-1, get a little bit of positive, get some extra money added into the account. But yeah, like maybe... I don't know about adding 3 more mana dorks to the deck, though. Or do you count Scrib Rangers as a mana dork? Oh, darn. That's awesome that you've played Kiki Cord for 3 years. I wish I was glad when I got rid of the deck, but at the same time, I wish I wouldn't have, because I do love this style of deck. Do you count Scrib Rangers as a mana dork, then? Because I'm only on 8 right now, if you don't count Scrib Rangers. You wasn't? You weren't? You wasn't. I'm good at English. I think that's a lot of mana, because like right now we're at 22, 26, 27, 28, 29. We're 2 mana sources shorter than you, and I feel like my mana is kind of like, ooh. I remember Kiki Cord only playing 1 mana, like 5 mana dorks max, but this deck also like really wants you to hit your turn 4, so I can buy wanting the extra mana dork, but I don't know about going up all those. I think 22 lands is probably just the correct number. We're gonna join a queue now that we talk about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was on 3 Noble for a really long time, and I ended up trimming it for a click. I would probably count this as like 1 mana source personally, but I do agree it's like not really a mana source at the same time. Right, I know I can combo from 1-drops. I can buy wanting more of a top end. I just don't know if you need, like... I'm willing to try an extra top end when I, like, try the deck again. When I watched Saffron Olive play, and when I initially thought about it, I didn't think the 5 and 6 drop was needed because it doesn't actually help you combo. I think some number of voices is probably correct because of this card. But, again, there's a lot of room to test with the deck. I think this hand's great. I think we want that the furthest possible away from our library. So I'm even going to shock. Yeah, I don't take Saffron Olive very seriously, but he actually played a league that time, and I still don't necessarily buy everything he says, but it was the same initial thoughts that I had with the deck. So, like I said, by no means am I saying I'm 100% right. You will not, like, hear that out of my mouth. It's just my stance current. And, like, I'm willing to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, because that means I have stuff to learn from. I do enjoy being more toolboxy and mid-rangey than I do combo. And I really think that's the best way to... Or, not the best. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say the best. Because I don't know what's the best. I'm really trying to, like, use my words correctly here. And I'm kind of just stumbling over myself like an idiot. And I apologize. I wanted to start here because the way I remember Kiki-Jiki is being a value deck first and a combo deck second, which is how I built this. It could be wrong to build it that way. That's also the way I remember Pod, though. Also, I'm pretty sure, I think we're against Amulet Titan, is my guess. And I'm going to play this Scrib Ranger with Path Up. Not because I think I'm going to need to path something, but because this gives me my 3rd mana for Eldritch Evolution. Oh, so this is, yeah. Like, the Aether Hub definitely tells me it's Amulet. Good to know. Thank you for at least understanding me. Ruh-roh, Raggy. I'm in danger. We can play Jace. I don't think it's correct, but we could. We're going to just try to set up to combo next turn. And we're going to hold up path. Oh, was that a punt to not play Night? No. I feel like we still probably die if we play Night of Autumn. Play Night then Evo next turn? I don't necessarily hate that line, if we're being honest. I think I should be fine with this. We'll see. I don't believe I can die with this path in hand. I could just get, like, you said he's on the Lotus Bloom version, so I could just get hive-minded here and die. But I think Evolution is very good in this deck. I think some split between Evolution and Chord is like definitely where you want to be. It's at least where I want to be. I think Evolution is a very powerful card. All right, opponent, you have infinite mana, essentially. Just play a Titan. I can win through Titan. Wait. No, I can't win through Titan, because he just gets a second Titan. If he doesn't make a mistake, I don't think we can win. If he does... Okay, he made a mistake. So we should get this game. Yeah. Same. I won my tickets back at least. This deck's great. I'm having a lot of fun. I got a lot of people in chat that are talking to me about the deck too. We'll have to definitely play this deck again. I'm talking to Josh Warren. I'm chilling at his place. I'm in the basement still. So sometimes he lets me out. He tells me I have to stream at least once a week before he can let me out, though. I'm pretty sure he made a mistake here. Like, I agree, like, a really good Amulet player probably wouldn't, but I think he could have gone for another Titan, and then there was no way I could have won. My buddy Steve plays this deck, like, a bunch, and I believe I'm just going to blow him out with his Path to Exile. Like, I'm going to let all of his stuff resolve. I'm going to choose to not block. I'm going to Path? Maybe he has Summon, or maybe he has Active Negation? No, yeah. We win. I don't think he can have anything here. Maybe Slaughter Pact? Doesn't Bounce Land Talaria West 3, 6. I think you're right. I don't think he could have second Titaned, actually. I think you're right. So maybe this was just his best line then. Alright, so we need another creature, actually. But he has no amulets now. Come on, 2-drop. He does run Slaughter Pact. Come on, 2-drop. That's not a 2-drop. 2-drop or land, I guess, actually, is what we wanted. So he has 4 cards in hand. He has to pay for 2... Oh, yeah, he can't do anything this turn. He has to pay for 2 Summoners packs. So that gives us next turn to draw something, too. Yeah, like, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting to get Hive Mind and just die. But I didn't, so... Sweet. Any land or any creature from our deck, I believe, wins us the game. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the loops perfectly yet, but I'm pretty sure any creature or land will win us the game. Yeah, now the gemstone's gone. Oh, but we knew he had the Aether Hub. So that still gives him black mana. And this has been an interesting game. Hey. Oh, wait. Our only 4s are Resto? Shoot. Okay. So this doesn't win us it. Man. Huh. This deck's weird. This build's weird. So next turn, we can Eldritch Evolution away the Knight. We just gain 4. And then combo off. Here we just have to pass. This game's so weird. Our path disrupted him. Now he's not doing much. We're not doing much. But if he doesn't have the Slaughter Pact, we should be able to kill him this turn for sure. Yep, I'm taking 6. This has been a wild game. Okay. So we Eldritch Evolution this away. We have a Scrib Ranger in our yard, so we can skip that step because we have triggered Revolt. And we can just go ahead and get Renegade Rallier. Rallier gets back Scrib Ranger. We Vanifar away Scrib Ranger. And this is what I kind of meant by we go for this loop a lot more than we do, like, going up the chain. Yeah, we just... No! I looked at chat and I just misclicked. Fuck. Actual fuck. No, 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 it's not your fault. I'm the idiot. Shit. Fuck. He only has 1 card in hand, so I'm just gonna set it up. Because Infinite Blockers beats Primeval Titan. Oh, man. First punt. I'll take it. Wow, that's funny. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to just sound like a whiner there. I found that really amusing that I just did that. I'm just gonna make 3 Deceivers here to chump block with. That should be plenty. Oh my. I'm bad at this game. Please keep watching me. I promise I won't punt every time I play Magic. Oh, ha, I get it now. Listen, I normally don't have to read my opponent's names. Okay, so we're back to if no Slaughter Pact win game. Okay. Let's do our stupid thing now. And hope to not time out like we're probably going to do in 3 games. Or 2 games. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 10. $11. This should be 12. Sorry for counting out loud, guys. This is counting with Richie Thompson today. It should be 13. I really shouldn't look at chat right now. But I really want to be like entertaining while I do this. I promise I'm not going to play a deck that's miserable for me to interact with chat with every week either. How much is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I believe we have to make 1 more. Then we're actually going to make 2 more so we don't have to attack with the Kiki in case he has some tricks. Two, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Attack with all. Pull back the meatball. We did it. Okay. Now I will take a second to interact with chat. I'm sorry. Yes, I promise I will have them change the banner for the next time I or anyone else streams. I am super sorry that it is affecting the stream, and I promise I will get that fixed. I will make sure it's fixed at least by next week. I will fix the banner. That's what I was just talking about. Night, Josh. Okay. I do have control, but I really don't know how to... I don't know much about it. It's not my stream setup. That's why I don't really feel comfortable changing it. But I will talk to Josh and the other people involved to try to get it fixed for next time. I apologize. I hope you guys will come back. I don't personally know how to change or how to set it up for a better sidebar or anything. That's why. I don't think we have time for Tracker here. Eidolon might be decent. I don't think we need these cards. Sphere I could see being good. Teague stops EE, so I'm in. It does stop Lotus Bloom. Okay, I could see thinking about Stony then. Drag Tusk does not seem good. Shalai also doesn't seem good. I think Jace is too slow, so we can trim a Jace. Yeah, I think like one Jace and one click is probably good enough. If we even play a Jace. Skews probably isn't that good. Oh wait, no, Damping Sphere's great actually. Never mind, I just thought about it. We only have 30 seconds. Shit. Kitchen Finks doesn't seem good. And what's the last card? A Voice. I have to just submit. I don't have time to think. Sorry. I like the One Witness because it allows for combos. Instead of the Stony, I think I would have had the Eidolon. It's a mulligan, it's only a one-lander. This is 2 lands with Damping Sphere, which is literally better Blood Moon in this matchup. Why do you like Jace more in this matchup, out of curiosity? I'd really like to hear your opinion. Ooh. Teague with... Good old draw Teague with basic Island. Yeah, that's why I kind of decided to take the Voices out. My initial thought was that they can block 2 turns, but Titan has Trample anyways. I didn't fetch. What am I doing? I'm really sorry, guys. I need to pay attention to chat, but also pay attention to what I'm doing more. I am super apologetic. I actually think I'm going to play the Scrib Ranger here because I want 3 mana next turn. I want access to potentially go Teague Damping Sphere. Yeah, I can buy that they're both not supposed to be in my deck in this matchup. I think I need 1 Jace because I don't know if just the click is good enough. I think I want 2 ways to shuffle Kiki back into my deck. That statement could even be wrong, though. So we unfortunately didn't draw land. But we can rally or get back Foothill, or get back Heath. Does this come off suspend this turn? It does. So yeah, I think I need to... Well, Damping Sphere doesn't actually stop a Titan here, but it stops any Titan shenanigans. It's sort of setting up 4th land. Oh wait, no, this does stop Titan, actually. Because they have to... Yeah, exactly. I got there. It just took me a second. We're going to send a message. This deck has so many decisions. The Damping Spheres seem good in the sideboard, though. I really like these. Just Lotus Bloom pass. Sure. Yeah. I think we just have to go for that rallier line here. We may as well attack first. Float a green. Ranger to untap Ranger. Shock. Float a white, Rallier. Can it kill? Go to 3. It actually can't. So it actually can't kill. And I think this is why I want to try. The next time I do try this deck, I am going to try having some kind of 6-mana combo in the deck. Because not having Bellower or Sun Titan combo makes it to where you can't combo off any 2-drop other than Scrib Ranger or Voice by itself. You have to either have 2 creatures or a Scrib Ranger somehow in play. Or a Scrib Ranger. Oh, it would have sacked the Scrib Ranger. No, you're right. You're right. No, that was just 100% the right play, actually. And I still don't know if that loop, if we need top end, because I actually worked my brain through it. Well, so, like, it actually doesn't need it. Like, I just worked my head through it. Evolution sacks. So the Scrib Ranger would be in the yard. So the Teague can get Rallier to get back Scrib Ranger to go up the chain. So I'm not sold on top end yet. But again, I do want to try having more of a top end. That being said, I punted this game. Things happen when you play a new deck. Okay. How do we, like, Jace bounce Titan here? Alright. I promise I will try Bellower next time. Do you think Jace is right over Vanifar here? Because Jace bounce Titan, they play Titan. We play Vanifar next turn, bounce Titan again. Well, they can, no, they can actually just haste Titan. They have Selesnya Sanctuary, Aether Hub, Gemstone Mine, Temple of Mystery, and Simic Growth Chamber. Again, I'm super sorry. I'll talk to Josh and Steve tomorrow about maybe getting a different stream set up. At least for when I stream. If they want to keep it, they can. I really don't want that banner there. I thought it looked kind of... I noticed that watching some VODs. But people hadn't complained about it, so I didn't think about it. I have a sphere in play. I'm an idiot. The Jace play would have been fine. Well, no, it wouldn't have. Ugh. I think we're just in the business of making him slaughter pact me. Why does this game make me work so hard? actual worst. We have the Jace to brainstorm it back. Well, the crew's colorless mana. I didn't think about that until... I'm gonna make him use the Slaughter Pact here. Why do we only have one Rallier? Oh, because we used one. Huh. Okay. So I think we still get Rallier. I think we still get the Script Ranger. Okay. And here... we float one, untap, bounce. Reclick him. That might have been a good line. So we can not shock an Eldritch Evolution because of our own Damping Sphere. Ugh. Yeah, I think I was supposed to V-click him. Damn. This deck's really hard to play. I love having to think this much, honestly. I think it might just have to be to go get Deputy of Detention here. On our turn. Yeah, I think clicking him would have been a good play. I think we're taking 6 here. What's this? Oh, transmuting here, sure. Ballista. Yeah. Do we have any out to Ballista? No. Okay, so we're going to a game 3 against Amulet. So I think I like Stony more, actually, than Eidolon. Yeah, but if we get Shalai, we just die to the Titan. Oh, we didn't even have Shalai in the deck. I don't think we're supposed to either. I think we probably run this back. What do you think? I think I like how this looks against them. Stony stops Engineered and Ballista to where Shalai only stops Ballista. Maybe the Glen's a little too slow. But it can stop Summoner's packs. We also do only have like 7.5 minutes to win, but we'll be fine. Not with this hand, though. We'll be fine with this hand. We can bottom that. So with that draw, I'm actually going to click me. Because I want to just try to play Vanifar. Probably tuck this Resto. We have 2 Lotus Blooms, so we kind of need to win fast. I'm going to tuck the Resto. Ding. All right. We are set up to combo next turn. If they don't have Disruption. That's fine. We have another way to get another Vanifar. We'll go to combat. We will attack them for 3. They're getting their Lotus Blooms next turn, which is kind of scary. But we can hold up Path. So now we... Green, blue, green... Evolution it away. Yeah, I agree. I think we needed the Evo. I didn't think about it, but the Lotus Bloom... Well, no, Stony's still just as good against Lotus Bloom. Is this like an EE for 4? Yeah. That's exactly what this is. Hell yeah. Our opponent's been playing really tight, so I have to give him props on that at least. Chord. You can chord for another dork, but that doesn't do a lot. I don't know if this is right, but I'm pathing my own guy here. I think it's important that I have 4 mana in case I draw another Vanifar. It is, like, notable we only have 1 Vanifar left in our deck. Okay. That's pretty good. That lets us set up for the chord for Ewit, chord for Resto, chord for Kiki loop here in a couple turns. So we actually don't want to play Teague, because we want to do the chord play I just talked about. So this is an old Kiki chord plan. You chord, you grab your Ewit. Your Ewit gets back your chord. And the next turn you can chord for Resto, and then on the following turn chord for Kiki. Okay. If he doesn't have something on our... If he doesn't have a second Slaughter Pact, I think we did it. I'm even going to get back Prime Speaker here. Alright, here's the hoping we have enough time. We should. So that's 3. We did it! We 4-1, guys! Heck yes! 8 chests, a qualifier point, 180 play points, and some cool modern tokens. Right click to save targets. I will have to remember that for next time. I just was really panicking. Thank you. So, closing thoughts on the deck. It's really sweet, and I'm probably going to end up building it. I definitely want to hop in the Kiki-Cord and the Vanifar Discords, though, and talk to people, discuss things, figure out, like, what I'm going to be playing. Again, so things I'm not happy with, these paths that were great. I could maybe see going down to one more path, or going down a path for a deputy, but I think path is good. I think this Jace, I kind of like a click and a Jace, but I could see it being right for 2 clicks. That's going to be more testing. I could see this maybe being in another Eternal Witness. Otherwise, I think I'm happy with the main. Maybe make this like an Eternal Witness, or it could be like a Tracker, a Shalai, some kind of like value card. The sideboard felt really good. The Linvala might be a little cute. I played it back in my Kiki-Cord days, and I always loved this card, but there's not a lot of activated abilities on creatures right now. Everything else seems great. You know, this is... Maybe we could go down an artifact card, but I don't even know if I want to do that realistically. The land base felt really solid. So, I don't know. I'm willing to try a lot of other people's lists and try other things. I think if I were to try the going big version, the Windswept would become Wooded Foothills, and then a basic island... A basic island, one of the fetches, so it'd only be 3 foothills. Or, yeah, 3 foothills. And then probably a forest would become 2 stomping grounds and a steam vents. And then the Jace... just the Jace slots, actually, because they're not needed. This would be either Sun Titan / Woodland Bellower, Zealous Conscripts. This would be a Breaching Hippocamp. And if I decided on the Woodland Bellower, these would have to become Bounding Krasis. And then in the sideboard... The Linvala would probably become an Izzet Staticaster. I think that card is very powerful. The Deputy of Detention would probably become a Pia and Kieran Nalaar, because that card's nuts. And I think one of the paths may become a Deputy, if not just stay 3 path. And then I would consider a Fulminator somewhere in the sideboard. Maybe over the Thrag Tusk, but I'm not sure. Nonetheless, though, guys, this was a lot of fun. I had a blast streaming this deck. If you guys want to hit me up at all, feel free to find me on my Twitter. I'm at RichardTMTG. I'm always down to talk. I will definitely join the Discord and post my list. If someone has a way to get me that Discord, try to find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm Richie Thompson. You can find me in the Mom's Basement Games Facebook group, which I don't have pulled up right now, but it should be in the description. Also, feel free to check out the Mom's Basement Games Twitter page, as well as mine. Check out the Mom's Basement Games TCG store for any Vanifar singles / anything else you might want. And make sure to check out our YouTube channel. This video, as well as all of our other streams, will end up getting uploaded here. It's a great place. We've been trying our best to grow this. It's a lot of fun. Once again, I'm Richie Thompson. I'm going to be signing off. I hope everyone had a great time, and I know I did. So thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you join me next time.